What is going on, dreamers? We are live with some Phantasy Star Online. We have Laws in the lobby. And that is it, just Laws. He is online via Wi-Fi today. It's new Wi-Fi dongle. There's someone else spawning in here. To get really close, because at the moment I'm looking at the little tiny little window there. Alaya? I believe that's the name. I believe it's a French player. It's what the F in front of the rank means, I believe. Hello to everyone in the chat. Sonic, Laws, Sonic Fan, and Yamina. Welcome. Alright. We're gonna be ready to go here shortly. I believe Sonic is on his way as well. He's speeding home from work. I'm sure he's not speeding. He's going the speed limit all the way home. I told him not to collect any rings on the way back, though. That'll slow him down. Anyway. Looks like we lost the other player. Just popped in for a sec to see what was going on. Acting odd already. Can't send chat messages. That happens sometimes due to lag. I've seen that before. You type in a message and hit enter and nothing happens. But, hopefully you're alright, Loss. I mean, inevitably, Wi-Fi is gonna add a little bit of extra latency to your connection. How much depends on how far away from the router you are, and how good your Wi-Fi is. A lot of factors. Alright. So, I want to level up my character today, so we're gonna do max level, which for me would be very hard at the moment. I'll get Afro Thunder up to ultimate. No time. I think Bob may be joining today as well. I saw him around YouTube. He made a comment on a video. Doesn't necessarily mean he's joining today, but he's around. He's around the internet. I'll just stop by the shop, see what we got. You can smell Bob. It's close by. Loss's sense of smell is phenomenal. Alright, I don't think I need to sell anything. Also, don't need to buy anything. Pretty good overall. Actually, do I need... I should get some anti-paralysis. It's always a good idea. Antidotes, maybe? I'll need a couple of those. I could upgrade my stuff. My anti. Shifter. It's cheap enough, I suppose. Even though the levels on them are not going to be nearly as good as what I'm sure Laws has. So I probably won't end up using them, but you know, I might as well level up. Not going to complain about extra levels. Alright, let's go warm up. Hey, what's up, Deshaun? The one game I won't get on to play, Poor Fest. I guess it's not for everyone. Where's my gun? I don't know why I don't have a gun equipped, but I do now. But admit it, Deshaun, it's not because it's boring, it's because you can't comprehend what's going on. Deshaun can only play very, very simple, easy to understand games. That's by his own words. He always tells me he can't figure out what's going on. So I have a new mission I've been working on lately. Not a PSO mission. A real-life mission. For a Dreamcast game. Yeah, so there's I don't know if you guys have... any of you guys have actually played it, but there's a game called Tribes. I believe it's called Star Siege Tribes. Is the full name. You may be more familiar with the second game, which was Tribes Aerial Assault, that came out on PS2. But the first game was only on PC, came out in 1998. And I've been talking to the game's designer, because I originally contacted him because I was curious to see if they had ever considered a Dreamcast port, because it was perfect timing, and I'm fairly certain the Dreamcast would be able to run it no problem. It has about the same system requirements as Unreal Tournament. Loss appears to be frozen. Yeah, definitely some lag issues going on your end, I think, Laws. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I believe the Dreamcast should be able to run it. Yeah, I know, Aerial Assault can be played online. I haven't tried it online yet. I bought it a while back specifically because you can play it online still. But I haven't tried it yet. But anyway, yeah, so I contacted him to see if they had ever considered a Dreamcast port, and he said they didn't. But he did say he was a fan of the Dreamcast and thought it would have been the perfect platform for it if they were to port it to a console. But I looked more into it, and I found out the current IP holder for the Tribes series, which is quite a few games. I think about 5 or 6 games have come out over the years. But the current IP holder is Hi-Rez Studios. They bought the IP from, I forget what the original company was. I think it was back in, I don't know, 2005 maybe? I don't know. Maybe sooner than that. Or more recent than that. But anyway. They actually released the games as freeware. Yeah, because they released the games as freeware back in 2005. So you can go and download them from a dedicated webpage, which is pretty cool. So I thought, why wouldn't they go a step further and just release the source code? I mean, at least for the first Tribes game. Because if they did that, we could actually port the game to the Dreamcast, which would be absolutely fantastic. I didn't actually describe what the game was. If you're not familiar with Tribes, it is a first-person shooter, kind of a fast-paced first-person shooter with jetpacks, which is a really cool concept. As I said, I haven't really played all that much of it. I played a little bit of the second game. But it's a pretty solid game and has a decent following of fans. But yeah, I mean, if we can get the source code, or if we get Hi-Rez Studios to actually release the source code for the first game, we could get a Dreamcast port, which would be absolutely fantastic. It supported, I think, up to 8 players online. But what I was thinking would be really cool is if they release the source code and it's ported to a whole bunch of systems, let's say, for the sake of argument, Xbox, PS2, GameCube, PC, well, it's already on PC, don't need to port it to PC, Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch actually has a pretty large homebrew scene, for those of you who have hacked Nintendo Switches. But if it was ported to all of those consoles, including the Dreamcast, you could potentially have cross-platform play between all of those consoles. It could be the first online game to be cross-platform between every console of the 6th generation. So PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Dreamcast. How awesome would that be? I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I have no idea if Hi-Rez would even consider releasing the source code for the game. I hope they are, or would. But I started a bit of a Twitter campaign to try and get the source code released. They have not responded as of yet. But I've gotten a decent amount of retweets and over 50 likes on it, including one from the designer. He actually responded to the tweet. He's completely on board with it. He has the source code for the game, but he'd need permission from Hi-Rez to actually release it. So fingers crossed, if I can make that happen. I'm just gonna keep pestering them until they do. I'm sure porting it would be, it would be a decent amount of work, I'm sure. I mean, I'm no expert. But as far as the game itself, like I said, it has the same system requirements as Unreal Tournament, approximately. So if Unreal Tournament can run on the Dreamcast, so can this game. But as far as visuals are concerned, just looking at the game side by side, Unreal Tournament is a much more visually appealing game, whereas Tribes is fairly simple. As far as the textures are concerned, there's nothing too crazy. So if I had to guess, I'd say Tribes would be easier to run on Dreamcast than UT. So as far as technically being able to run the game, it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm sure it'll take some work to downsample some stuff and whatnot. It has a 32 meg RAM system requirement, which is the same as UT. So some things would have to be modified, I'm sure. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Hopefully we'll get to that bridge eventually. Anyway, a lot of people chatting. We'll go back to where I was in the chat. Got my degree in CC+, I'll port it. I don't know what CC+ is, but assuming you mean C++, that might help. Driving Strikers coming out in November. We'll have a new Dreamcast game with online play to add to the list. Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, November's not really a guarantee. That's the target release date. Hopefully, Kazad will be able to meet that target release. Hey, what's up, Bob? You joining us today, Bob? We have slots. I've modded my Switch, but I've yet to do anything with the mod. It's confusing. Yeah, I haven't done anything with my Switch. It's left stock. I don't really like to mod my current gen consoles. You're a lobbyist right now. We have a level 3 player in the lobby. Yeah, that's that the French player. Yeah, they keep popping in and out. There 1 minute, gone the next. I might do a normal low-level friendly team next week, but today I wanted to focus on getting some XP for Afro Thunder. I'm getting close to level 50. Hey, Bob's joining. Very close to 49. Only 3,094 points to go. Good thing is you can keep all the firmware on stock storage and the mods on the SD card, so it doesn't really affect anything. That's kind of cool. I don't know, I just don't really have too much of a desire to put mods on my Switch. I haven't even touched my Switch in quite a long time. It's been sitting in the dock for months now. It's not a Dreamcast, that's the problem. I use it while traveling, but when I'm at home, I don't play it that often. Maybe there will be a Bomberman skin for your car in Driving Strikers. I think you may have a problem, Sonic. First step to recovery is admitting you have a problem, Sonic. When all you think about is Bomberman 24/7. Potentially an issue. The Xbox doesn't need to be modded because it lets you do anything you could ever want. Yeah, that's called a PC, Deshaun. That's kind of the main reason why I have no desire to get an Xbox. Anything I can do on an Xbox, I can do on a PC for the most part. They're both Microsoft consoles. But the PC is a lot more powerful. The main reason I own a PlayStation 5 is for VR games. For PlayStation VR. I play some regular games on it, but I play mostly VR games. So in that respect, the Xbox isn't going to do anything for me. If they're not going to do VR, then I'm not interested. Maybe how trigger skin. Dreamcast does everything a PC does. Well, it can run Windows CE. I always say that the Dreamcast was very much the PC gamer's console. Because of the keyboard and mouse support, because of the ease of porting PC games to Dreamcast. And of course the emphasis on online play. If you were a PC gamer back then, Dreamcast was your dream console. No pun intended. PC does VR. Yes, it does. I have a VR headset for my PC. I don't use it as much as PlayStation VR, though. I mean, it's weird because it's higher resolution, the tracking is better, but I just like the ease of use of PlayStation VR. Welcome to the game, Sonic. Just the ability to just pop it on and easily boot up a game and everything works, and you don't have to fiddle with visual settings to make sure everything's running correctly. Yeah, I don't know. I find the PlayStation VR to be a lot more comfortable. It's a very comfortable headset. Whereas the Lenovo Explorer that I have for PC is not that comfortable. But I can play Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR on PC, which is absolutely amazing. It doesn't run very well, though. It's a very demanding game, if you even want to call it a game. Running in VR requires a beefy PC. My PC is not that beefy. It's not bad. I mean, I can play a good chunk of VR games, but it kind of struggles with Flight Simulator. It's playable, but if I play it for too long, I get a bit of a headache because the frame rate is not where it needs to be. It's still very cool, though. Does Sonic need a telepipe? I don't know if anyone put one down yet. Blaze is on top of it. Oh, we got the pillar over here. Completely useless in online mode. It lights up and does fancy things when you play offline. Here it's just a lifeless totem. Yes. Saturdays are PSO time. Should be in your work contract, Sonic. I would call your lawyer, have him revise the contract. Microsoft roadmap says next step is an Xbox VR headset. Really? I have not heard anything about that. Last I heard from Microsoft on a VR headset for Xbox was, we're not interested. Essentially. We're not interested because it's not a large enough market. Well, and they said, I believe they said at least about the last generation, that they had no interest because they couldn't, or they didn't feel the current Xbox was powerful enough to give a good user experience. That's what they said. It would be easy enough for them to do if they wanted to. I mean, Xbox is essentially a PC. And yay me for leveling up. Yeah, I mean, Xbox is essentially a PC. And Microsoft already has VR headsets. And they're mixed reality headsets, which are technically not made by Microsoft, but they made the blueprints so that third parties could make their own VR headsets. So it'd be pretty easy for them to add support, but thus far they have not. I'm very much looking forward to PSVR 2, though. Or wait till next year. At least that's what they say. Early next year. It looks amazing, though. Specs are about as high-end as you can get for a VR headset. Are they just frameless glasses? No. No, we haven't quite gotten to that yet. Lensless glasses. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they are. Frameless would be funky. It'd be kind of hard to keep them on your eyes if they didn't have frames. I suppose you could use glue or tape or something. We never leave anyone behind, Bob. I mean, you can do that, Deshaun. On the current PSVR and the PSVR 2, you can just play regular games on a virtual cinema screen. It's not really VR, though. I can do that with the Dreamcast on the PlayStation VR. I made a video on that. I haven't really done it outside of that video. It's still pretty cool, though. Hooking up a Dreamcast to a VR headset. It's amazing that you can do that. I'm curious if Sega will do anything more with VR games. So we've gotten Space Channel 5 in VR. That's about all they've done, though. There was Rez, but that's not a... Rez isn't a Sega game, right? It's not a first-party Sega game. But, yeah, it was kind of funky news flash. That Space Channel 5 VR game. Crazy Taxi would be cool in VR. I'd like to see that. Hey, what's up, mister? Cheers for having this mister. Is there another mister? You're the only mister as far as I'm concerned, mister. You're the best of the misters. Exactly, Loz. Yes, fantastic job. That deserves a hoorah. No, not an A. A hoorah. There, that one. Oh, you're not gonna take that one, Sonic? I'll take it then. I'm not gonna just leave money sitting there on the ground. You put your savings into Meseta. I always say it is the best cryptocurrency. Alright, I think we'll go right to the caves. We'll do some TTF later, but I feel like regular caves. Normal, everyday, regular caves. Yeah, fire up the grill, Bob. You'll need a portable grill, though. We're on the move. Sega only died because they wanted to rush into the 6th generation with underpowered hardware. I wouldn't call the Dreamcast underpowered. At least CPU-wise. CPU and GPU. It's very comparable to the other systems. I think the Achilles heel for the Dreamcast as far as tech specs are concerned is the RAM. They only gave it 16 mega RAM. If they had put 32, they would have been a lot better off. I think that's the main reason the Dreamcast can't run some of the same things as the other consoles of the generation, because I'm pretty sure all the other consoles have 32. The Xbox may have had it even more than that, but 32 would have been nice. But good developers can do some really nice things with the Dreamcast, as is. You just have to be smart with your memory usage. There are ways around the limited amount of RAM. Hey, what's up, Corey? Yeah, I always forget to use my tech mister. Trying to give your Dreamcast Mag more RAM. Yeah, just feed it memory chips. Memory chips. Ow. This should be the correct door. Rico's message is here. Always follow Rico. Are we missing someone? I think we're missing someone. We got Bob, we got Laws. Wait, no, we got Sonic and Laws. We're missing Bob. Yes, yes, you, Bob. Ow. Ow. I think I bought the anti-paralysis. I knew it'd come in handy. What about Bob? It's a good movie. I like that movie. With, Richard Dreyfuss and who else was in that? It was Richard Dreyfuss and Wasn't Tom Hanks, was it? Ah, Bill Murray, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's me and Papa John's shortly. I'll see you. Well, you enjoy that, mister. Never been a huge fan of Papa John's. I do like their papadillas though. Those are pretty good. Their pizza's alright. Papa John's garlic dipping sauce is awesome. I mean, it's essentially just a slab of butter melted down with garlic in it, but it is good. I think how pizza's the hot. I do like Pizza Hut. I will take Pizza Hut over Papa John's any day of the week. Snappy's Pizza. Not heard of that one, Loz. Habib's Pizza. Doesn't sound. That doesn't sound Italian. Domino's is the best nationwide chain. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, Deshaun. I mean, they did get better after they changed their recipe years back, but I don't like Domino's. Don't like them. They're too sloppy. If you say so, Loz. I think in most places, the chains are going to be the worst pizza. I mean, not necessarily bad, but usually there are local pizza places that are much better than anything you get at a chain restaurant. I like to mix it up, though. I don't always get pizza from the same place. Like Snappy's. Is that your local pizza joint, Loz? I don't know when it opens, Loz. You'll have to tell me. I have health and safety issues. Ah, that just means good pizza. They're more concerned with how good the pizza is than they are about the health and safety issues. It's a good sign. No, no, no. Little Caesars is a big no. Big no. I've only had them once. It was horrible. I couldn't even eat it. I will not go there again. Definitely a contender for the worst possible pizza. It's called cafeteria pizza. I don't remember what that tastes like, but it's probably better than Little Caesars. The cardboard texture. I think Skull Pizza was better. Sonic has spoken. You know, you realize it's happened again, guys. Bob is here and the topic has turned to fast food. Fast food pizza, but still fast food. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of Jedi mind trick that Bob does. A baguette pizza. You mean like French bread pizza? That's what we call it here. You're welcome, Laws. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. It was obviously me. You know, I'm always doing heroic things. It's like a reflex. I don't even know I do it. Fast food sucks, but Popeyes is definitely the best. That chicken sandwich. I've never had the chicken sandwich. I've had their chicken though, which is alright. I didn't think it was anything spectacular. But it's alright. Hello, Paul. It's all about fish and chips, of course. But Long John Silver's? I think that's the only fast food seafood place that exists, as far as I know. Devani's has good deep dish pizza. I've not heard of that. I've only had one deep dish pizza, and that's Uno's. I do like Uno's. I like their Chicago style. Which I believe is extra cheese, extra tomatoes, and sausage. Extra. You gotta love extra. Can't go wrong with extra. Decadent, yes. The weird thing about Uno's is I'm not usually a big crust fan, but with Uno's, I'll eat all of the crust. And it's weird because it's not like it's crazy tasty crust, it's just good, I don't know. There's a lot of crust, but I like it. There's also Detroit-style pizza, which is good as well. It's like deep dish, but it's got like caramelized cheese on the edges, which is really nice. So it's almost like it doesn't have any crust. It's just a caramelized cheese edge. Take your Xbox propaganda somewhere else, Deshaun. We don't like Xbox here. It sucks. It's not as good as Dreamcast. Dreamcast is best. Everything pales in comparison to Dreamcast. I mean, I like other consoles. But, comparatively speaking, every console sucks except for Dreamcast. You know, if you aren't gonna directly compare them, then, you know, that's alright, but... No, you can't, Deshaun. You can play a reasonable facsimile of a Dreamcast on your Xbox. It's not a real Dreamcast. It's a clone. And as we know, clones are never as good as the original. They break down at some point. Something to do with the molecular structure being unsound. Alright, we didn't open the door. Is this a 4-switch door? It's 4 switches, we don't need to open it anyway. It's the wrong door. I'm going the other way. All in precious 4K. I don't need anything more than 480p. I'm good with that. Heck, I play my PS5 in 720p for the most part. That's the TV I have it hooked up to. Most of the time. Which is fine, really, because I'm normally playing VR games. Which doesn't matter what resolution the TV is with that. See, the thing with 4K is it really depends on the size of your screen, too. If you have a screen that's under 50 inches, you're probably not going to be able to tell the difference between 1080p and 4K. I only recently got a 4K TV, I think it was last year. And while it looks gorgeous because it's a, I don't know, I think it's a 55, I don't know, I forget what it is now, 55 inch, something like that. But if it's a smaller screen, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. 4K Game Gear screen. Yeah, you'd need to crank up the size of that thing. Maybe if you have one of those magnifying glass things, Lost. The, what do they call it? The jumbo gear? Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's true, Lost. Not Lost. Mista, sorry. Yeah, TV is generally broadcast in at maximum 720p. Or 1080p, sorry. A lot of the time it's 720. So 4K content is hard to find. I think YouTube is probably the biggest source of 4K content, at least as far as videos are concerned. Oh yeah, high refresh rate monitors are nice. That's what my current one is. I think is 165. Because I was actually looking into when I got this monitor, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to get a higher resolution monitor, maybe a 1440p, or a higher refresh rate monitor. Both would be very expensive. But yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer. For the size, which I think is 27-inch, you can't really tell the difference between 4K and 1080p, so a higher refresh rate was the one to go with. Which is quite nice. It is quite noticeable, even just using desktop and web browsing, you can tell the difference between, because I have two monitors side by side, one 60Hz and one 165. And you can definitely tell the difference with scrolling and mouse movement, things like that. Yay, we found... Is it Cave 3? Yep, Cave 3. Making good progress. Good old C3. Um, 3,851. I think I should be able to make it today. And just 30 more levels to go to Ultimate. How do you find time to play all these different devices? Short answer is I don't. I have far more consoles than I actually play. But I get into moods when it comes to game consoles. Like, I typically only play one at a time. Except for Dreamcast. I'm always playing Dreamcast. Like, outside of the Dreamcast, I'll normally have one console that I'm playing at any particular time. At the moment, it's PlayStation VR. I've been playing a lot of online games with that. Specifically, Alvo and Firewall 0 Hour. Firewall is a lot of fun. Cooperative team shooter. But I think the last mood I was in before that was Game Gear. I was playing a lot of Game Gear for a while. Of course it is, Laws. What kind of a silly question is that? What are the top games? Well, my top games, my favorite Game Gear game is Defenders of Oasis. It's an RPG. A lot of fun. A lot of good platformers. There's a couple different Donald Duck games which are fun. Lucky Dime Caper and... what was the other one? Lucky Dime Caper is ironically the one I don't own. Actually, Lucky Dime Caper is actually more of a Uncle Scrooge game. Exclusive or Master... Yeah, some of them are on Master System as well. Defenders of Oasis is a Game Gear exclusive. That's not a Master System. Never been on any other console. Why are we opening a 4-switch door? There's also, if you like strategy RPGs, it's got the, what are those games called? The, I can't think of what they are now. Sword of Hyja is the subtitle for it. So good you can't remember. I always blank out on game names. The thing I do. I haven't played it in a while. That's why I forget what it is. Shining Force. That's the series I'm looking for. Yeah, Shining Force, Sword of Hyja. It's a very good game as well. I think that only came out on Game Gear and that Sega CD compilation, which is very rare. So Game Gear is definitely the cheapest way to play it. It came out on Game Gear first, and I think they re-released it on the Sega CD later. Yeah, Deep Duck Trouble is the one I was trying to think of. Thank you, Mista. That's a good platformer. Bit on the easy side, but fun. But that came out on Master System as well. I don't own a Master System, so it might as well be a Game Gear exclusive. I have a lot of nostalgia for the Game Gear, so... it's partly why I love the system so much. There are quite a few Game Gear exclusives. I'm just not thinking of them off the top of my head. Don't play Super Smash TV on Game Gear. That's one I don't recommend. It's the worst port of Super Smash TV of all time. Another one of my favorites is Vampire Master of Darkness, but that's also on the Master System, so not technically exclusive. But that's a fun game. Difficult though, very difficult. It's a platformer, platform action game. I love the opening intro to Vampire Master of Darkness. That music is so good. I was hooked up to the power outlet to see my first Deep Duck Trouble playthrough. Ain't no cakewalk on either of my playthroughs. I'm gonna check my. I have a lot of my Game Gear games on my shelf back here. If I can grab them, I'll try and let you know which ones are exclusive. Need to take my headphones off to reach. We find the boss. We found the boss. I don't have all of my games here. I have some of them. I have Caesar's Palace. Only reason I bought that was because I owned it as a kid, and I wanted to buy it again. X-Men, which is not a very good game. I don't think that's exclusive. I think that's the same as the Master System version. Echo the Dolphin. Have not played much of that. That might... I think that's the same as the Master System version as well. Wile E. Coyote, Desert Speed Trap, yeah. Also Master System. GP Rider, I don't really know, I think that's multi-plat as well. Batman Returns, I think that's exclusive to the Game Gear. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up sort of game, which is pretty decent. NBA Jam, obviously not an exclusive. Decent port though. G-Lock Air Battle, I don't know if that's exclusive or not. It might actually be. That's a shooter, space shooter, I think. It had a lot of exclusive Sonic games. So if you're into Sonic, which I'm not really big into Sonic games, but it had tons of exclusives. And Triple Trouble, ooh, level 50, nice. I made it. Yeah, there's Triple Trouble off the top of my head. I think there are at least 3 exclusive Sonic games in the Game Gear. And then I believe those Sonic racing games as well are exclusive. Alright. I think we can We can go to TTF now. Why don't you play Saturn online here? I play Netlink games over on my other channel, on RetroShock. Well, technically on the Twitch channel now. I only play Dreamcast games here. Because it's called Dreamcastic channel. Not the Saturn-castic channel. Not the PS2-tastic channel. Also not the Xbox-tastic channel. It's the Dreamcastic channel. I did grow up in that era, Deshaun. I just never liked Sonic. Not everyone likes Sonic. It's not 100% like rate. Was never my cup of tea. I had Sonic 3, I think the original Sonic. I mean, I think I basically played all of the Sonic games, even Sonic CD, as a kid, but I didn't care for them. I tried to play them, and I don't know. I had Sonic 2 on the Game Gear as well. I had a lot of Sonic games, but I just didn't get much enjoyment out of them. Alright. Just waiting for everyone to be ready. All the people. My Game Gear game's back while I'm waiting. Alright, games are safely back on shelf. Laz is at warp. Laz is going warp speed. There he is. And see him there behind Sonic. Alright. VR. PTF. TTF fast run. I mean, we can go fast if you want. It can't be a slow run, so either fast or medium paced. But I'm going for XP, so let's get XP. I could, Laws. I could. I'm pretty good at hitting everything with my gun. But I can do that. Oh, that actually didn't work. I think I only have the targeted one. I can shoot a line of fire or a line of ice. Yeah, it's still out of order, Bob. If I played Phantasy Star Online 7... Wow, Deshawn is from the future. They've had 5 more installments of Phantasy Star Online. Amazing. Exclusive glimpse into the future of PSO, guys. Courtesy of Deshawn, the time traveler. Now, I haven't played it yet because I haven't made it up to the year 2088 yet. Which I'm sure is when that's coming out. Why did it come out 8 years later in the States? I assume you're referring to Phantasy Star Online 2? You know, translations take time, Deshawn, you know? There's a lot of words. Clearly a lot of words in that game. Curious if I'll be able to make it to level 51. I'm guessing probably not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what you're talking about, Laz, but out of context, that sounds weird. Laz will eat him if he has to. Let's see if I do have any other tech. Which one's which? That one's the ice one. No, because I think hard attack is the surround attack, or the area of attack. Area of effect attack? Maybe that's what I'm looking for. No, I don't have that one yet. Barry Bonds didn't approve of the Dreamcast, hence his departure out of the 2K game. Who's Barry Bonds? Is that guy that sells bail bonds downtown? Ah. Baseball player. Yeah, I've heard the name. It rang a bell. Maybe later, Laws. We have sharks to kill for now. I was gonna play some baseball yesterday, but not enough of you voted for it. So we played NBA. Went once in Boston. Ah, you went to Fenway, huh? Something else. Hot dogs. Popcorn. Get your dogs and your hot corn. And your hot corn, yeah. Popcorn, hot popcorn. Hot corn. It's a different thing altogether. It's like when you cook the corn and it's hot, but it's not popped. It's hot corn. Pop dog, yeah, that's when you cook the hot dog too long. Alright, come on, die already. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Level 2 clear. Yep, shoot boss down. That's why Shu hasn't played PSO in a while. He hates this boss so much. Can't even stand to be near him. That does not do a whole lot of damage. You can't kill them with fire. Well, you can, but take a lot more shots. Hey, Crevellium. Keep forgetting the stream is at 5 and not 8. Well, I mean, it's 8 o'clock somewhere, as they say. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's also 8 o'clock somewhere. Give me like 15 and I should be able to join in. Well, I will be gone in 15, Crevellium. Sorry to say. I'm sure someone else will be on, though. Newfoundland has a weird half-hour time difference. That is weird. That is definitely weird. They just make up their own time zone. I should do that. Just surrounding my location. Just gonna make my own time zone. Dreamcast time. Gotta make time for the Xbox. You wish, Deshaun, you wish. The only Xbox I own is the OG Xbox, and I have not touched that thing in quite a while. I do want to play more online games on PS2 and Xbox, but I haven't in a while. I recently picked up Call of Duty 3 on the PS2, which is a game you can still play online. I had Call of Duty 2, but I was looking on that PS2 online website, and it seemed like people normally don't play Call of Duty 2 that often. But quite a few people were playing Call of Duty 3. So it was cheap, so I bought it. I played a little bit of it recently. Hey, is that Dave from Storage Wars in the chat? Yep. Hey Dave, what's going on? A celebrity in the chat. Oh, my mistake. It's YUP, not YEP. It's clearly not Dave. Hello, person that's not Dave. Welcome to the stream. Things are exploding. Man, we've completely dismembered Volopt. That's just cruel. Ooh, did get up to level 51. Nice. Nice. Did anyone else level up today? Probably not. Everyone else is too high of a level. Thank you, Bob. No one but me. I'm special. I'm sorry, Laz. I'd give you some if I could. Also forgot about my wife not allowing video games after midnight. Just tough for gaming for me all around right now. Wow, no gaming after midnight. Tough rule, Deshaun. Tough rule. I think the stream's gonna go a bit overtime today. Ow. Shoot. A little help over here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it. I accidentally hit the analog stick. Might as well move back to my mom's. Did she allow gaming after midnight? If so, I think that's a great idea. Someone could give me a telepipe. Thank you, Bob. Red telepipe, I assume? It's the only one here. Don't steal my stuff. There we go. All good now. Are we ready for Dark Fells? I mean, I don't really need you guys. I'm sure I can handle them on my own, but... you know, I'll keep you guys around for support. Just to cheer me on. Oh, you guys have already killed all the enemies. Okay. I mean, I could have done that, but good looking out. Made the midnight rule many years ago. Played Football Manager over an entire weekend with no sleep. In a moment of clarity, ejected the disc and broke it. That's video game abuse right there. I don't know if I've ever played video games past midnight. If I did, it would have been one time playing Mario Kart. Probably the latest I played video games. You can really get wrapped up in Mario Kart when you're playing with a bunch of people in the same room. I'm not a video game player. I am insulted, Deshaun. I've never really been a late night gamer. Like, when it comes to late at night, I always just like to chill and watch TV. Alright, one more form. Alright, we'll see how many times I die. If I can die under 10 times, I'll consider it a victory. Well, I'm gonna die at least once. Oh, maybe not. How did that happen? He was in his invincibility mode. Usually he does his light attack thing, which will kill me before he'll get out of that mode. But I don't know, maybe someone penetrated his armor. Never seen it happen before, but probably Bob. Bob is, he's pretty powerful. Level 151 power. Good game, guys. Not bad, I didn't die at all. Which is absolutely amazing. I was expecting to die, I was completely prepared to die at least once. If you know you're gonna die, you just have to prepare. You just have to expect it. And it's not so much of a shock, you know? Alright. Pioneer 2. And then back to ship. Or lobby, I should say. Is the lobby a ship? I don't even know. I need to figure that out. 'Cause this is the ship. Pioneer 2 is a ship. But I don't know if the lobby is a ship. The lobby's a yacht. Yes, I am back. S rank, of course. Time to dance, time to dance! Victory dance. Found many grinding stats leveling up. RTS RPG games. Very addictive when I was younger, including PSO. Countless late-night sessions. I'm more of a daytime PSO player. Anyway, let's see, where is this? Can't really tell. I mean, I can see the planet, so yeah. The lobby is indeed a ship. Could be a cruise ship. It's a luxury liner. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for today's live stream. The buttons and my keypad are not working again. It works when it wants to. Anyway, good games today, guys. Good games. Only 7 minutes over the stream end time. Not too bad. 7 minutes overtime. But yeah, leveled up 3 times, I think, today. Went from level 48 to 51. I feel so powerful now. Anyway, guys, tomorrow's Game Night UK game is Pod Speed Zone, but I don't know if I'll have the time to stream that tomorrow, so maybe not. If not, I should be back, I believe midweek. I'll do another stream. I wanted to do some, I forget what the game's called now. Is that racing game, Millennium Racer, Y2K Fighters, which was an unreleased Dreamcast game that leaked. Gosh, when was that? That was years ago now. But I wanted to play that on a live stream, so I might do that next week, sometime midweek. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, I'll be back at some point, so look forward to that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. And until next time, keep on dreaming.